Let's head to the crypto space now with Laddie Williams. Laddie, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Idi. So I'm sure you see it's blood on the streets right there in the crypto market.
Shades of red.
Yeah, all shades of red at this point. And you see the pockets of green here. These are the stable coins. That's showing you that investors...
But that's so ignorable. I'm sure we have some other stable coins that are in the red.
There are other stable coins there in the top 100. But these ones, these are the ones in the green showing that investors are running to safety. Right now, we see, Bitcoin started that recovery from about $92,000, try to get back above 100K, $102,000.
Yeah, it did yesterday.
Yeah, but all of that wiped out.
What happened,
Just
Laddie?
one fell swoop. Somebody's going to tell us what happened.
Okay.
But I haven't.
I'm listening.
I have an inkling. It's looking like rate cuts are not looking like it's going to be cutting.
No, but we have been warned about the rate cuts.
Exactly, but it's causing a lot of jitters already for risk assets.
I thought markets would have adjusted, investors would have adjusted their sentiments because we had good cuts,
Fantastic cuts
last
in 2024.
year, 2024. So
but the Trump effect, everyone's expecting some kind of
only China that was afraid.
wars that could also bump up inflation. So I guess that's why the U.S. Fed is saying, you know what, we might not cut as much.
Yeah, let's take it easy.
Let's take it easy on the cuts. Well, you know how investors can overreact, sometimes. And so we're seeing that play out in the market now with Bitcoin down about 5.66%. Let's look at the top headlines in the market. I see Telegram, that reaches $1 billion revenue. That's a social network platform. It reached $1 billion with the TON network. We saw all of that onboarding, with users. They onboarded about 1 billion, at some point. So all of that tapping we saw with the Telegram and all those games that were promising you life-changing money that some didn't deliver, all of that playing into that Telegram revenue. Then we see the Czech National Bank, they're mulling adding Bitcoin to their reserves. Yes, not just the U.S. The governor of Czech National Bank has expressed interest in Bitcoin as a potential addition to the country's foreign exchange reserves. So we see all of that playing out in the market right now. Let's bring in Olumide Adesina, our financial market analyst. Hello, Olumide.
Hello, Laddie. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Olumide. I think the last time I saw you was in 2024. Happy New Year, Olumide. So, we're seeing a lot play out in the market right now. It's deep red, and it seems it's all about rate cut jitters in 2025. The U.S. Fed not looking like they're going to be cutting with the same energy we saw in 2024.
Yeah, Laddie, there's so many things. I listened to your pointers a few minutes ago, and not just the hawkish U.S. Fed. Investors are deleveraging risk. You see what's happening in Canada, China, and Europe. It tells you that market contagion is expected to take shape because we're seeing the dollar hovering over a 2-year high. The last time we saw the euro at this level was in 2022. And the fact that Bitcoin rose above $100,000 and lost to 95,000 support as we speak tells you that there's strong profit taking, and that has really hit on the market low for risk. US stocks suffered, Nigerian stocks suffered, the crypto market also suffered, European stocks suffered, Asian stocks suffered. So unsurprisingly, Ethereum lost the 4,000 support. Now it's even struggling to breathe around the 3,400 benchmark. So market pundits are looking at the fact that it might be more of a profit taking than the much anticipated Trump inauguration rally. And that's because I think investors have priced the November rally, which Bitcoin rose by more than 40% that month. 35% that month. And now it seems that it's looking out of gas. But, looking at the market, you can't undermine Bitcoin because it still has traditional interest. We saw BlackRock inflow in 2024 being one of the best. It even outperformed gold in terms of inflows. But having said that, I don't see that run we saw in 2024 coming to play in 2025 because of two reasons. We're seeing the flu disease eating from China to the United States coming, and also the fact that Donald Trump is threatening the world with tariffs. I think investors are more cautious with taking undue risk.
And when you look at other bull markets, we've seen the first time Bitcoin hit about $20,000, then we saw that massive pullback back to close to about $4,000, $5,000. Is this time different? We've seen Bitcoin rally on the Trump trade over $100,000. Do we still see those kind of pullbacks coming?
Larry, to be honest with you, I don't see it. Doesn't look different. Look at the US dollar index. The US dollar index is at 109 index points. That is very high. If you look at US yields, there were strong sell-offs in the US debt market. You look at Nvidia. Nvidia stock was down by 5% yesterday. So it just really tells you the perception investors are having with risk. And Bitcoin unfortunately has a positive correlation with risk appetite. So when the market has less risk, Bitcoin suffers. And as we speak, like you see, it looks like Bitcoin is struggling to keep the 95,000 support level.
All right, so 20th of January, we'll have Trump will be inaugurated as president in the U.S. What happens after that to Bitcoin?
I think we're going to see some positivity in the first quarter at least. He has said that based on his campaign promises, they're not selling Bitcoin. He has brought in a pro-crypto regulator to run the affairs of Security Exchange Commission. But, people tend to forget that Gary Gensler was also a pro-crypto prominent before he became anti-crypto. So I think it's most going to be a wait and see from the second quarter. But the first quarter, I don't see Bitcoin breaking below 60,000 at least. I think Donald Trump will keep that supported. However, Donald Trump's threat on more tariffs, American populism, immigration might really hurt investors' appetite.
And looking at Nigeria, we've heard the SEC chief has been described as crypto friendly. Gary Gensler is out in the U.S. We're seeing Trump, pro crypto at this time. So is 2025 looking like the crypto friendly year for regulation, and maybe that continues?
Yeah, I definitely share the bias. But if you look at the case of Nigeria, it's much more a verbal approval rather than we're seeing substance here. Look at the fact that balance is not yet back. Look at the fact that trading in the space seems more like a dark channel, despite the fact that the SEC has brought in clearer regulations on how the crypto space works. Bitcoin and utility tokens are now classified as commodities rather than securities we had before. So yeah, we have much more informed, better ecosystem. But the problem is that players that could make the difference, like players like I mentioned, are still missing. So we've not really seen that positivity in the space. However, I think one thing is clear: President Tinubu's administration will likely not bring in P2P crypto, where the Naira played a systemic role in the crypto space. I don't think that happening in future because of the Naira stability objective around the CBN.
All right, so much to unpack. Still early days, 2025. We'll see how it all plays out for the crypto industry in Nigeria. Thank you so much, Olumide Additional, financial market analyst. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, Ladi.
All right, so there you have it. Olumide says, is the SEC chief really that friendly? If he was that friendly, maybe Binance would be back.
He also raised the question, that is it possible to see Trump become anti-crypto later in the future?
Later in the future, things happen.
Change is the only constant thing in life.
Right.
We'll see. Thank you so much, Ladi. Well, that's it on the program. Thank you so much for being a part of Business Incorporated again today. Been a pleasure being on this side. Hope to do it again with you tomorrow. But remember, you can always go to our YouTube channel and watch Business Morning, Business Incorporated, because it's best to stay informed. But I'll see you tonight. Stock market reports, another information coming your way.